The NASA presidential candidate Raila Odinga is now accusing the Jubilee government of using the unga shortage to bribe voters into re-electing President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Raila says the government has created the shortage and will release the relief food as the country nears the election date as a bribe to force hungry Kenyans to vote for them.
Brenda Wanga with that story.
In what is becoming an all too familiar scene, empty spaces where maize flour should be in supermarkets. NASA flag bearer Raila Odinga getting a first-hand look and feel of the biting shortage. The government-subsidized maize flour is still not readily available, and when it does get stocked, there is a limitation to just how many packets of flour one can buy. The presidential candidate says there is more to the shortage than meets the eye.
The Jubilee administration wants to starve Kenyans into desperation, submission and surrender. The administration is withholding its services with a view to procuring and supplying food in the final weeks to the elections, so that relief food can be used as a tool to buy support and used to be done as used to be done in the KANU days.
According to Raila, the government has not taken any measures to sufficiently address the food shortage.
All the little maize that have fed our people have been imported by private companies that are also having difficulties with the clearance and payment. Even the little maize that has come from Ethiopia has been brought here by a private Ethiopian businessman. The government has not imported a grain of maize despite the famine.
While accusing the Jubilee government of deliberately failing to address the unga crisis, NASA says that if elected to form the next government, it will move with speed to take corrective measures to address this situation.
Food security is one of the most important responsibilities of any government. And we talked about this before. We've been here before. In 2009, 10 we were here. When we were with President Kibaki, we handled it differently.
NASA says the government has not only failed to take action but is also letting the situation prevail for the benefit of government officers involved in the grain importation business.
As we speak, a consignment of 2,100 metric tons of rice donated by the People's Republic of China is yet to be declared at the port of Mombasa. It would appear Jubilee officials do not want to distort the market with donated rice because spouses of senior officials in the administration are the key importers of rice from Pakistan. This is further confirmation that the government is the author of this famine and that Uhuru and Ruto are shedding crocodile tears.
At the same time, the Council of Governors have met with the Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture to assess the food situation in the country. The meeting resolved to encourage Kenyans to consume other grains apart from maize, while projecting that the maize shortage is likely to persist for longer, given the poor performance of the long rains as well as the armyworm infestation that has affected over 200,000 hectares of land under maize cultivation. Brenda Wanga, NTV.